Hello, so nice to meet you at this motivational meetings. We're reading quotes from the World Scriptures. These quotes empower billions of people and will help you to empower a positive vibe for the day. Today we have a very interesting topic as we are reading the book from the beginning. Please find all the chapters at our Message to Billions chapter channel. And today we have very interesting topic about secrets. What is shamanism, Polytheism, and Animism? World Scriptures takes a universal outlook in emphasizes the common features of all religions. Nevertheless, religions also have their unique characteristics and emphases. The following six topics treat specific religion traditions, pointing out their unique features and Father Moon teaching about them. It cannot be overemphasized that any treatment of a religion's unique features is not a way exalt its spiritual reach or distracts from its universal qualities that join in common witness to the one God and one reality. Not all the religions are treated here, just those in which Father Moon has commented upon out of his own experience. Korea is a religious pluralistic country with roots in shamanism, Buddhism, and Confucianism. It has a large and vibrant Christian community and also a growing Muslim minority. Father Moon's views on shamanism are largely the result of his experience with the homegrown Korean variety. Shamanism remains strong in rural Korea, where its practitioners called Mudang are largely women. Their ability to communicate with spirits can be impressive. During his years in America, he befriended Eskimo shamans in Alaska and Native Americans in Brazil and Paraguay. Father Moon is very aware of the reality of the spiritual world and the spiritual discipline required to be an effective channel to that world. For this reason, he does not cast dogmatic condemnation on shamanism and animism in the manner of Bible-centered Christians. Rather, he regards shamanism as an authentic stage, albeit to a low one, on the path of humankind's spiritual development. Notable also is Father Moon teaching that shamanism and Buddhism are servant of servant religion, whose original objective of worship were fallen angels. This can be seen rather clearly in Greek and Hindu mythology, where the dog's amorous activities with earthly women are of a piece with Satan's seduction of Eve that the human fall. Nevertheless, God still taught through this form by empowering devoted practitioners to rise above their gods and attain a higher moral plane. In this way, human beings transcend the position of servants to become their masters, thus opening a higher stage of religion development. Passages from Hinduism and Shinto illustrate how these traditions were thus elevated over time to form higher religions. Worship of nature deities. O gods, all your names are to be revealed, saluted, and adored. All of you who have sprung from heaven and earth, listen here to my invocation. Our ancestors, the emperors of old, governed the realm by which first paying worship to the kami with the reverence ransom away. Widely worshipped the kami of mountain and river, they thereby had the natural concourse with heaven and earth. For this reason, summer and winter also turned in their season, and the work of creation were in harmony. Sansang Sura. There are eight peaks with the inner mountain and 13 famous places in the outer mountain. Within these famous mountains and the great heavens of all Buddhas, the great altar of the nation is protected by the great generals. Was not General Cha Yong one of them, the famous general of Korea who was favored by his people? Oh, I am the great mountain god. If I sit down, I cover 3,000 li, the entire land of Korea. If I stand up, I stretch over 90,000 li, the whole world. If I look down with my clear mirror, I can observe 10,000 li. Oh, I am the great mountain god. What can you offer to satisfy me? Is the whole pig covered with a red cloth enough? It is the bundle of three different colors still enough? Offer many rich skills to me. Oh, you, the husband and wife of this home, do you remember who gave you the food that sustained you? Who gave you a home? Who gave you wealth? Who gave you long life? I, the Son, gave you blessing and aid in time of needs. War bundle owners, I greet you. Ye elders, I am you to pour tobacco for the spirit. Hearken Ermanter out, Father, I am about to offer you a handful of tobacco. My ancestors saw and so concentrated his mind upon you. The fireplaces with which you blessed him, the small amount of life you gathered to him, all four times the blessing that you bestowed upon my ancestor. I ask of you directly, may I have no troubles in life, chief of the Thunderbirds who live in the west. You threaten my grandfather. I am about to offer you a handful of tobacco. The food, the pair of deer you gave him for his fireplaces, that I ask of you directly. May you accept this tobacco from me and may I not meet with trouble. Great Black Hawk, you also blessed my grandfather. I am about to offer you tobacco, whatever food you blessed him with. That I ask you directly. May I not meet with trouble. You night spirit on the other side, who live in the east, who walk in the darkness, I am about to offer you tobacco to smoke. Whatever you blessed my ancestor with, I ask of you. If you smoke this tobacco, I will never be a weakling. Disease give you who live in thought, you who look like a man, who art is invisible, who on the side of your body present that on the other life you blessed my ancestors and in the daytime. In broad daylight, you blessed him with food and told him that the world never failed in anything. You promised to avoid his home, he placed anyone else before him that he might easily obtain food. I offer you tobacco that you may smoke it and that I may not trouble by anything. To you, sunlight wandered, to you, grandmother moon, hearken all the spirits to whom my ancestors prayed. To all of you, I offer tobacco. My ancestors gave a feast to all those who had blessed him. bestow upon us once again as the blessing you gave your ancestors, that we may not become weakling. I greet you all. Allah came and drank and eat the cola nut. Chunku came and drink and they eat the cola nut. Ancestors came and drink, eat the cola nut. Uh, I was told by a man of 91 name and him that a man of Agus had stolen his arm, and so I summoned the priest of Allah and Arab holders and elders in order that we might unique into the matter. I called them even as my father, who was a priest of who before me, used to do. If only of these men who have come to try the chase, deal falsely in the manner or with the accuser or any person called to give evidence tells falsehood, then do you Allah Chungku ancestors and Wofu deal with that man? Parvati, on seeing her and got her respired, embraced him jealously and clothed him with new garments and ornaments. After kissing his face, she said, "O Ganesha, you have had a great distress since you were built. You are blessed and content now. You will receive worship before all the gods. All achievements certainly occur to uh, him who perform you worship with flowers, sandals, scents, auspicious food, offerings, waving of light, that live charitable gifts, circumambulations, and obedience, all kinds of obstacles will certainly perish. Shim, Brahma, and Vishnu declared in unison, O great gods, just as we three are worshipped in all the three worlds, so also Ganesha shall be worshipped by all you. He is the remover of all obstacles and the result of the fruits of all pride. Further, let's read quotes from the teaching of Second Coming Messiah. Father, Son, and Moon, God instructs all people from the most primitive to the most advanced by means appropriate to their level. Thus, in the primitive religions of the past, God taught people to worship the things of creation, such as rocks and trees, as substitute for God. This was the origin of shamanism. In this way, God could teach the people and guide the direction of their lives. Shamans are processed by servant-level spirits confined with the realm of the fall. Yet, through their revelations, they can sometimes give accurate information from the spirit world to earthly people. And there are groups of people on this earth who connect with the spirit world in this way. The spirit world in the world of angels. Why do the angels of the spirit world want to relate to the human world as gods? You have heard about shamanism, foretelling, superstitions, and such. They are religious form in which there is not clear discernment of good and evil. As God leads the providence through religion, Satan also prepare religious form to guard this world. In general, more than 80% of fortune tellers are women. Who do they contact? At the time of the fall, the archangels led Eve and caused her to bring evil into the world. Likewise, during the course of restoration, the same path is repeated. Angels in the spirit world came down to the earth to lead and teach women, uniting with them. Hence, shamans or fortune tellers' work is to follow the direction that and teaching of angels, but this time for good. In the development of history, we see that there was always some sort of faith. The birth of faith lay nascent beliefs that modern people would call superstition. For example, when people saw a big tree, they revered it. When they saw a magnificent mountain, they revered it. Although most people do not recognize them, guardians, deities actually exist in those places. People in ancient times had a close relationship with nature. Then the natural world and the spirit world were close to human beings, not distant and foreign as they are to people living in modern times. When people entered a grove or giant trees, they looked at their reverently and thought, for thousands of years, these trees have been here through countless cycles of quickening in spring and dying in autumn. They remain unchanging. Their shade makes a pleasant environment for all creatures. Observing them, they recognized that they were deficient in many aspects, and so they worshipped the tall trees, great rocks, and high mountains. They saw tall persimmon trees pink with foliage in the summer and bare in the winter. With the arrival of spring, their branches sprouted with the new life, first born the blossom, and finally delicious and fragrant fruit. They marveled at this and sensed that those trees were better than they. When is there fragrance in human existence? Do humans give off a fragrance that beautifies their surroundings, attracting birds and insects to nest in their branches? No. Compared to nature, man is humbled and recognized his inadequacy. History knows that this is the age when the sun rises in the east. All people are turning in the direction of the light and lighting their own lamps. Some are doing it centering on God, but others are centering on low-level spirits. Even shamans are receiving the light based on their spiritual senses and experiences. Between shamans and non-believers, who is better? Believing in one low-level spirit is better than having no faith at all. Yeah, so powerful quote for today about fortune tellers. If you have difficulty today, please watch one more time this video. Share this video as we end this billion happy life subscribers marathon. Contact me for consultation, cooperation, and to become a member of this global family parents holy community. I wish you a great blessed day. Stay happy, healthy in this difficult time. Subscribe. All the best. Bye bye.